Yumi, who's here? Jill's here. Oh, it's Jill's hiding. Jill.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Hi.
That's Jill. She's the best
The best
ever.
person from Bakersfield.
Oh well. That's okay. First off,
Statement.
that's Big Fish Small Pond.
I know.
Bakersfield. Why Bakersfield?
No, my fiance is from. He moved to Bakersfield.
You getting married
I'm getting married.
is great. You getting married to a guy from Bakersfield, not
Well, he's
so
not
great.
From Bakersfield. He's originally
Nobody's
from
from Bakersfield.
He's from
Yumi, what do you think about this
Do they even have a
Bakersfield
hospital there?
situation?
Can you even have a baby there, or do people have them in their vans?
Yumi, what do you think about this Bakersfield situation?
She thinks about.
We're really excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this food.
I'm gonna keep eating this though.
I'm gonna take some soy sauce.
Joe, it's really good to see you.
You too. That's really bright.
No.
It's like a gold. It's like a halo.
Mhm.
Like when you die, that's what I expect to see.
You don't watch porn, right?
No.
Okay, so you watch porn. You know when like the fucking circle in the eye.
Oh yeah, that's where it's from.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for yesterday's video to render, and having the new laptop is awesome because it's going to take 31 minutes for a 25-minute video to render, where it would have taken an hour and a half at this resolution for a 5-minute video on my old laptop. Winning. So it rendered super fast, but the Wi-Fi sucks dick, and it's like hours and hours. First world problems, bro. So apparently, Lendy didn't actually have to be out here for his meeting today. The meeting was apparently tomorrow. So we get to visit Oxnard again tomorrow. That's beautiful. Look at him, all smug. I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. I'm releasing my book today.
Yeah, I was seeing what you're up to tonight.
No, I don't know. Probably pretty busy, but I've got like 9 plans with like 9 different people, and hopefully all of them will fall through so I can sleep.
Alright, well, I'm going to Borderline. I'm meeting up with the girl that I met at Bogey's the other night, so she has a friend that's coming, so I was going to see if, maybe you wanted to join.
You want me to wingman you on a date? I don't know how good.
No, I mean, I'm solid with her. I was just, she said her friend was cute, so I figured, okay, well, might as well, invite another friend out.
Alright, well, if I can make it, I will show up. Off to Sunset Terrace to meet up with Jerry, because Jerry's the shit. And we'll try to go see a movie or something. Maybe we'll go pimp Harrison's girls with us. I don't know. We'll see. So Lendy, there's starving children in India. He can't use his last wing.
Oh, wait, can I get water?
Which is okay, because that's why I'm fat, is because I always finish the last shit. And Lendy is not fat because he stops eating when he doesn't need to eat anymore. We haven't actually done the pickup daily question today. We gotta do that. All right, so we have to look it up because of I don't have set it on because I'm filming. But Lendy's gonna look it up, and then we're all gonna answer the question together.
We're gonna have a group. Okay.
Yeah. So.
No way.
All right, so Lendy Lendy got this fucking problem, and he's like, how do I peacock in my 40s? For those of you guys who don't know, peacocking is the equivalent of standing out through a piece of fashion, piece of jewelry, piece of a way you look, maybe a haircut or something, so that you sort of set yourself apart from other guys. Mystery used to wear giant fuzzy top hats and goggles and paint his nails black, shit like that. It was kind of over the top, but it definitely fit his personality. For most guys, it's not going to fit that personality. You're going to want to do something a little bit more subtle. I wear, a couple of things that are sort of unique to me, but I don't really go over the top. And a lot of guys that I'm seeing in my client base that are over 40, I got some guys who are over 50 too. They don't want to like come off as try hard or seem super young when they're not. They want to have the sophistication that's appropriate with their age and their experience in the world, and they don't want to really step out of the norm a little bit just to stand out. The problem is, though, if you blend yourself in, you're walking around, you're wearing Ralph Lauren and chaps and whatever, and you bought this shit at Ross, and your pressed khakis don't fit quite right, and everybody else in your age group does the same shit, then you don't stand out at all, and then you're unable to attract that initial attention that gives you a little bit of a kickstart in the dating field. But there are things that you can do, like wear clothes that fucking fit and groom well, that will hold you apart from the rest of your peers.
Hi kids, welcome to Pickup Daily. This is kind of a little away from our norm here, but we're going to go in a different route here now, so we're going to answer these questions together. I like it. That way you don't have to look at my ugly face the entire time. I've got a little experience with this, and I'll tell you what, the whole peacocking thing for me, because when I grew up, and I was in my 20s, going wild. It was 1980s, so there was a lot of different options for us, and I learned rather quickly to overdress, to be overdressed for the parties, to set myself apart. Whereas you had all these guys doing their punk rock thing or their glam thing, where I would come in stylish, looking good, wearing a tie and a suit, almost sort of Beatlesque, which was not something that they would do back in those days. So that's how I set myself aside. So I still believe in looking like a peacock. You don't want feathers coming out of your ass. You don't want to be all walking around with all these different messed up fashion that like springs out. Why are you wearing khaki, stripes, and paisley? But it might work for you, but I would never ever do that. But I will always overdress just a bit. I will look good, and I will walk into that place like I own that motherfucker, because that's gonna set yourself immediately apart. As you walk in, you own it, and you be the guy that sets yourself apart from everybody else. So once you do that, you're going to get noticed. That guy looks good. Does he own this place? I think I've said this before in one of my videos, and it still holds true. You're going to get noticed. You're going to look good. Go ahead and peacock. I don't care what age you are. Just look stylish, whatever your style is. And I think I've said this before, there's a lot of options out there. But it ain't wearing a cap sideways and wearing sneakers, especially when you're 40. Don't try to dress in like you would, like the guys do in their 20s. Be you, be stylish, show that you're a man above the rest. That will give you attention, and that will get you noticed. And when you approach, you're going to be a different animal than all the boys. So that's what I got to say about it. Now let's hear from Lendy from Social Cues.
Peacocking with 40s, man. I would say you guys should definitely just go out there, look at styles, see what you guys like, paint your nails black if you have to, use eyeliner, fucking just go all the way extreme, right? Like, you remember back in the day where people used to wear affliction and they were doing all that shit? Yeah, man, just try it out. You never know, Maybe you can wear something out lavish, like a suit with like shorts and boots. I don't know, something fucking crazy, and try it out. Honestly, there's no really true answer in like what to wear when you're like 40 to Peacock. I mean, look at Vince Kelvin, for example.
Dude, that's a good point.
Look at Vince Kelvin. Look how he looks. He has his hair all done up. It's pink. He's wearing like leather boots most of the time. They're like platform tops, leather jacket, and he's always out there. Follow that example, man. Like he's always out there doing it. So there you go.
Dude, I found his motherfucking
Awesome.
card. Like, I'm good.
So we just heard two opposing answers. Jerry says be stylish, be awesome, be more awesome than everybody else in your sphere. And Lendy said go balls to the wall, to the edges, and try anything because you never know. And I think both answers have some merits, but I'll probably tend to go with the be better than everybody, be a little bit more polished than everybody answer. Because in general, at your age, if you're asking in your 40s, you're not going to be able to maintain congruency over a long period of time with that kind of new style. I know that Vince can, but Vince has created an identity that that puts him in that position. There's some old rock stars like Brad P's, like really cool, like fucking like they can all pull that stuff off. But you, IT director in Joe Schmo Corporation somewhere who gets out every other weekend, may or may not be able to pull that off on a regular basis. And so I would choose a fashion and just your form of peacocking to be a little bit more congruent with what your actual life is. Many of you are not professional pickup artists. You are fathers, engineers, whatever. And you have those things as your identity, and you're not going to be walking around in platform boots and fishnets. It's just not going to happen. That's not going to be your lifestyle. Me, I can do pretty much whatever I want because I'm a professional pickup artist. And so I can get away with a lot more stuff that Mr. Middle Management, Cornflower Blue Tie is not going to be able to get a hold of. So when you're that guy, own that shit to its hilt. And the important part is to be congruent with who you are. You can be a little bit different. You can get a little bit part of your personality. If you like music, wear something that gives the impression. I know a guy who wears a guitar pick as a necklace, and that's, he dresses normally, polo shirt and shit, but he has this one little thing that Leah Lowndes, she's an author about how to network and stuff. She calls it a what's it. There's one little gadget on you that somebody can ask questions about if they're interested. And a lot of the ways that girls show interest is to ask something about something interesting that's on you. For me, I had a heart attack last year, and I carry around nitroglycerin in this thing, and it's a little unique, and I wear it pretty much everywhere, and it's something that's sort of unique to me, but it's not really out of the ordinary. But it gives me a story, and girls can come up and be, oh, what is this thing? Da, 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 da. And that's all it needs. Like peacocking in its original form was meant to just pull you apart from the group enough so that people could sense your uniqueness just from seeing you like in one glance. And you don't have to be overboard to do that. You can do that very subtly. So I think both answers have total merit, but the important part is be congruent with who you are. Don't act all try hard, because people can see right through that shit. That's what I have to say about that.
I still think that class and style are going to get you the much classier women. If you look at Vince Kelvin, he's kind of got that, tattoo, rough-edged look with the hair going wild, and he's going to get the chicks that are more attracted to that, as opposed to the higher-end girls, which is where I always go. I'm pretty picky, so I will go with that angle, because the higher-end ones will always prefer class and style over rough-edged biker dudes. Now, of course, they're going to have that little fancy, and, they're going to experience that, but they'll learn in the long run that style is better than rough-edged, and you can still be rough-edged and still have a lot of style. That's kind of my angle, actually. Now, don't hesitate to fuck with your hair and see what works. If you looked at my videos, you see my hair is all over the place because I change it up all the time and just make it happen. Now, if you don't have hair, and that you think is a problem for you, don't hesitate to wear hats. Try hats out and see how you look. my one suggestion is don't wear a trilby. So if you don't know what a trilby is, look it up. A fedora is one thing, and a trilby is another. A fedora is like the Humphrey Bogart type hat, whereas a trilby is the hipster hat. It looks similar, but the trilby has a very slim brim. Don't go there, because then you're going to look like you're trying to be hipster, and we're older than that. We don't do that anymore, okay? But you can try a fedora, but you got to make sure it looks fucking great and you look good in it. But don't hesitate to wear hats if you're worried about your lack of hair on the top of your head and you're self-conscious about that. That's going to give you some style, and I tell you what, easily put you out of the steps, put you out of the crowd when you're wearing a fucking fedora, because it looks fucking badass. So you can try that once in a while. Don't wear them all the time. Just once in a while, you can put on a fedora, surprise everybody, and be something that makes you stand out.
Like the thing where I
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading